this, though. I guess because we did get an F-bomb in there last week.
Heard it. Wasn't me.
That was probably me.
No, it was Joe Bassett. I pulled it, so you can't find it now.
All right, good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Inside NHSTRA broadcasting live from the original Wheelman Studios.
I like that.
This is absolutely official right here, guys. If you go to Original Wheelman and use the promo code 50LBS off, you get 15%
I
off
hate
your
you
order.
for that.
You hear that,
I
kids?
hate you for that.
You hear that, kids? You want to get
He's
your
out of his
discount?
mind.
Oh.
50 pounds off. We'll get them. We'll get them one way or the other.
Get you your 15% discount.
You know, I wonder where all my gray hairs went is when I met
50
Kevin.
pounds off, gentlemen and ladies. 50 pounds off.
Yeah, I want 50 pounds off like my weight, you know,
Yeah.
like you know, so I
I'm
can
going to
fit in my
start
shirts
sticking
better.
those things
I'm
to
down
me.
10.
You should lose that just coming up those stairs in this place. You kidding me?
Oh, my God. Yeah, those things do get pretty good.
Yeah.
Steep steps.
So that is the wonderful dulcet tone of downtown Kevin Brown from Original Wheelman.
up, man?
We got Ben Bazowski from Bazowski Properties and Hudson Speedway. What's
going on?
Steve Gran,
What up?
General
Back again.
Manager Extraordinaire of Hudson Speedway.
Back again.
So what's going on, guys?
It's been a great weekend. Great weekend of racing, that's for sure.
I got sunburned
So did
really
I.
bad.
It really was a great
My
weekend of
legs
racing.
are like a lobster.
I love
It's
that
horrible.
we've done this for years and we all forget sunscreen still. I did the same thing. I did great because I was at Lee, my first visit to Lee, which I'll get into here shortly. But I sunscreened all up, everywhere's face, everything, and I was
Yeah, I
wearing
know.
shorts. And I got home and I was like, what's we looked at my legs and they were brighter than that Pepsi logo behind your head.
Yeah, same here.
I was like, oh my God.
you know, I don't believe in sunscreen. I think, you know, it's the corporations that get you. That's what gets you skin cancer is that, you know, sunscreen stuff. So
I put a
that's
little
what
bit
I'm
on.
going with.
I'm on antibiotics, so I had to put a little bit on, but it's still a humber.
Yeah, Steve Gran's a juice head now.
Yeah.
He's on steroids.
Steroids. You know, they're almost done, though. I'm want
You
more.
getting any bigger?
Oh, Jesus.
I love the energy.
How you feeling, buddy? You were pretty sick last week, huh?
Yeah, I was. Couldn't eat, which was a good thing. I dropped 9 pounds on that. So,
Wow, good for you.
Oh, not good for me.
Kevin
I couldn't
Brown
eat.
needs the other sticker for my 100 off.
Oh, yeah, we'll get that to
He
you.
needs to win one of these.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
and bear in mind too, if you have an original Wheelman sticker, you get a free gravel load of whatever you want.
No,
and
no,
the second
It's
one in for free.
The inside NHSTRA sticker, you get a free load of gravel.
Okay,
I had
we do
so
that,
many
too.
people.
Whatever
So
that is.
I hate to inform you. Norm Wren grabbed like 18 of them from me, and he says
he did.
he's got a whole bunch of gravel he needs for the
He does.
infield.
He
So
does. He's got the monster trucks coming.
He,
So
he bought he basically he's like, I'll give you $50 for that stack, and I was like, take them away, buddy.
So-
Absolutely. He's like, you just saved me thousands.
not to change the subject, but to change the subject, Ryan Nelson, I'll tell you, didn't make the wheel of the week, but I'll tell you were a really close runner-up, buddy. That was a heck of a run you had yesterday, pulling off that win.
One of these days, I want to meet this guy because he's got a funny comment here.
Yeah, he is, Milt. He is.
well,
one of
Park's
these
doing
days-
some good things today.
He'll be on
He
shortly.
is.
He's coming in remotely because Nashua is further
See-
than he wanted to
See,
ride.
in my opinion, the whole Parks doing Parks things can be taken in two ways. And today, he did a
Parks
very
did a
good
good
things for us.
thing.
And, you know, us at Hudson Speedway, we appreciate it.
Yeah, so you want to get into that real fast before
Yeah.
we get into the schedules? Might as well bring that right up. right now.
Absolutely. So what happened was we're up against each other this Sunday, and we have competitors at both tracks that are running for the points. And we had a little conversation with Mike and said, hey, you know, we got competitors that run from Claremont, and then they want to run both tracks for points. And Mike said, I'll just do non-points to make it fair to all the other competitors. And my hat goes off to you, Mike,
For the Sunday race.
for the Sunday race. And obviously, because that's the only day we get to run. Well, Sunday and
Sundays
Monday
and
this week.
holidays. Sundays and holidays, that's it.
So, you know, he's going non-points so that we can stay with points and keep it fair to the competitors that are running with us. And it's awesome. We're working together, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, you can't beat that. So Claremont, in case anybody misunderstood what he was saying, pure stocks are a non-points race this weekend.
Yes,
Sunday.
on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hudson Speedway. We will be points for the guys that are running and working together. And Mike gave us a good little favor there. And
I got to say, it's pretty funny. My phone has been going off nonstop with people back channeling info to me. So this has been great of everything that's been going on all week. It's so funny as people discover this more. All right, so let's get get right in. I got a wheel of the week for you guys. Let me tell you a story about a man named Tom.
I was there for.
Oh, he got it.
I was there for this too.
So, our buddy, Mr. Tom Harwood.
That is the best picture ever.
This guy does not know when to quit. Let's just put it that way. He may have overdone it on the water and decided not to eat because he was hydrating, as Katie Buxton nicely tells us that he needs to do. And everyone, she reminds us. So the new reminder is make sure you eat food because Tom wasn't feeling good, but he still, showed the perseverance that a champion does. He throws his helmet on, goes out on the track, takes the green flag, and throws up in his helmet. And continues to race.
That's amazing.
Continues to race.
You know the funny thing? I think Katie saw it off of turn 3, and because I remember she goes, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "He just threw up." I'm like, "How can you tell?"
She has hawk eyes.
Oh yeah,
she
big
does.
time.
It's so funny watching them go at it on the track. It's so awesome. So then he continues.
Right now,
to drive.
Tom's screaming, saying, "Take this bleeping picture down."
believing-
Oh,
Right
yeah.
now.
I feel bad for you, Tom.
Take this down right
So
now.
the car ended up dying out on the track, got pushed into the pits, and I guess he almost passed out and just was feeling nasty and ended up getting transported to the hospital, spent the evening in the emergency room. But, I mean, if you're going to go out there, throw up in your helmet and keep driving, that's a wheel move.
Oh yeah.
This week's wheelman, Tom Harwood.
He definitely deserves
he
it.
definitely
Oh,
does.
Jesus.
All right, so I did reach out to him because I wanted to make sure that he was okay. So he did send us a video to make sure that everybody knows he's okay. So, guys, all pay attention. This is Tom's words for you.
So he must be fine. Then.
Thumbs up. That was Sunday. That was Sunday at Hudson Speedway. So he just wants everybody to know he's good.
Oh, that's
That
awesome.
is
Took me a
priceless.
while to figure out how to make that logo follow his butt crack to cover it up. But that was my today fun. So
Oh Jesus.
I can't beat that. Like, I mean, there was a lot of good stuff that happened this weekend from that fight between what do we call it? We called it Jimmy. How did we say that last time? I want to get that right.
Jimmy Duran.
Jimmy Duran
And Milton Renfrew.
and Milton Renfrew Jr. They put on a pretty good show,
They did.
swapping the lead back and forth. I mean, that was absolutely great.
It looked like they were figure skating.
It was. It was like
It did, too.
my buddy Tom. You are welcome.
Great photo.
No problem.
Who
buddy.
gave the photo? Was it Katie?
Of course it was Katie.
You got to blame your old lady on that one.
It was on a Facebook page. I mean, it's public. I mean, we're friends.
I almost think we should put that photo on a shirt now.
We really should. I love
Good
that.
one.
That thing that makes me absolutely happy.
The face you make after you throw up in your helmet.
Poor guy.
She said, "No, I didn't." Oh my God! So let's roll in here real quick. Let's get some Claremont Motorsports Park winners. So we have the LaValle Building Supply Pure Stocks. Cody Sabins pulled that rust bucket out of storage and through to a P1. Followed by Nolan McClay in the 14 and Kyle Templeton in the 671. Good job, guys. The Avery Insurance 6 shooters. Steve Miller. I think this guy is unstoppable out there. Followed by Lucas Bernacci and Andrew Scott in third. Moving down to the street stocks, we have the 20 of none other than David Greenslit. Matthew Sonhalter and Cody Schoolcraft coming in third. Late model sportsman, that's the Route 103 Auto. Heads Up Motorsports, Ben Bolin. I have stuff in my peripheral going on here. The 00 of Ben Poland and the Ricky Bly Machine and Cam Curtis coming in third. The 602 Dirt Mods, we have the 36 of Tim LeDuc, followed by Jeff Parker, and the 357 of Marty Kelly. Congratulations, guys, for a well-deserved victory lane for you, gentlemen. So, coming up this week, this is where Parks is supposed to call in. I told him what time, so we'll vamp for a minute. What did you guys do this weekend? I ran into Steve at Lee on Saturday.
Yes, and I can remember when I seen you, it looked like the sun got to you. I go, "Hey, what's going on, Mark?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll try to meet up with you later." He's like, "Oh, what? What do we want to do?" And I'm like, "Oh, never mind." I don't know. I don't think you do good in the heat
Is that
there,
at the beer
Mark.
tent?
Oh, I was having a hard time.
Did you have a
walking.
beer? Did you have a beer that day?
I didn't have any beer. The problem is I also don't have a golf cart. Watching everybody else walking, driving around with those things, and you've seen me. I have my little pull cart,
Yeah.
like 8,000 pounds of equipment, and trying to get that thing around the pits because I'm not going to leave it anywhere because it's going to get stolen.
I'm gonna get you one of those like coolers that you can ride on. And you can just put all your stuff.
Would you
in there.
really?
If I can find one.
No, you know what?
that.
I'll give you up. But I always lose my golf cart anyways. I pull up and I stop
I
walking.
like
and
that,
leave
but
it.
that's the one place I don't need a golf
Yeah,
cart.
you can
I
travel
know,
around
I
there
know.
pretty swiftly.
I can get around there pretty fast.
You know what though? I put on like 8-9 miles walking every weekend. I've checked
Yeah,
it
but
on
you're
my phone.
everywhere. I'll tell you.
that's the
So
way it is.
my first visit to Lee USA Speedway, can't even believe I've gone this my whole life without going there. Phenomenal. Absolutely love the facility. It was kind of a weird setup because you look at it in pictures, you don't really understand how it works. Where, like, the general admission people walk through where cars come through on the track. So it was kind of a little bit of a different thing to figure out there. But I absolutely loved it. So speaking of that, we have Mr. Mike Parks. So let's pull him on. Parksy, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
we
what's
doing,
up,
bud?
Mike?
What's going on?
So we just went through your results. If you want to roll right through and you want to talk about what's going on Friday, because you got a huge show going on there.
We got a huge weekend, to be honest. Friday night we're doing the Racers honoring Racers 100 for the Tour Type Modifieds. Just about a $60,000 purse for that event.
That is absolutely nuts.
Jesus.
It's $15,000 to win, and I think it's $1,250 or $1,300 to start. And we got a who's who list of open modified competitors. So Matt Hirschman, Doug Kobe, Sammy Ramo, some local flavor with Joey Jarvis and Jeff Murray, two kids from Claremont. So that brings some local flavor to it. It's going to be really exciting. We're really looking forward to it for sure.
We got, from what I thought I saw, don't we have Brian Roby and
Brian.
Dwight Jarvis as well?
Brian, yes. And I was told today that the car that Dwight's driving is not going to make it. They're with everything going on in the world today, they're still waiting on some parts, so that's not going to be done. From what I was told today, they're trying to figure something else to get Dwight into something. But as of right now, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Oh, let's hope they find something. Tell Roby to pull one of
so.
his 18 modifieds out of the garage. The guy's got half the modify inventory in New England at his house.
Yeah.
So I also on Monday, I see you got the Route 103 Auto Heads Up Motorsports late models, the City Sugar Shack mini stocks, the Avery Insurance 6-shooters, the La Valley Building Supply pure stocks. You have a pretty aggressive schedule going for Monday, for Friday.
Right.
That's going to be great.
Well, I got all the guys together Friday night at a drivers meeting, and everybody likes to race in front of what we hope is a full house. And the only way we can do that and still try to have the spectators out of there by 10 o'clock, which is my goal, is we're running features only in our house divisions. And
I love that.
Yeah, and everybody was fine. So we're going to time trial at 7. We're going to roll out. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. Time trial at 7, and then we're going to run the mini stock feature and the late model sportsman feature. And hopefully by 7:45, now probably 8 o'clock, the modified heats will be on the racetrack. Do the modified heats. Then we have our pure stock feature and 6-shooter feature. Then we're going to roll right into the mod feature. And hopefully the mod feature, our goal is to have the mod feature on the racetrack at 9 o'clock.
Oh, excellent. I love the tour type mods, and I love them when they come to Claremont Motorsports Park. That's what I grew up watching, was those mods there. So it's like a homecoming, and it's going to be great. And I did peek at the roster that I saw online too. And like you said, this is an actual full field of like great modifieds.
Yeah, I think right now there's 26, 27, 28 cars that are pre-entered. We'll lose some, like we always do. I mean, any traveling series, I go through that on my Granite State series. This past weekend at Lee, we had 18 cars. We had 23 on the pre-entry list. So, I mean, life happens. Something, shit happens in between the time you enter and the time of the race. So that's bound to happen. So, but we still fully expect a full 24 car field.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. You also got a full show on Sunday. Want to go ahead and let's talk about that. I'll be at Claremont Motorsports Park Sunday, so I do have the inside NHSTRA stickers with me as well.
50 pounds off, Mike. Every car that has one on that. Don't forget to tell your tech guy.
Yeah, sure. I'll get right on that. Yeah,
right,
I'll
thank
get
you.
right on that.
Thank you. Another 50 for the original wheelman, just so you know. So it's 100 total. If you
Yeah,
don't have a
okay.
calculator, just so you know.
And remember, you get a free triaxle load of gravel
Oh, yeah.
for having that.
Yeah,
Too.
so
Stick them on your
okay.
dump trucks.
All right. Okay. Sunday's program will headline the our street stock Battle of the Belt race at 75 laps. We did it a little differently. This is the 75th. This year is the 75th anniversary of the Speedway, so we're going to run that event 75 laps. Street stock guys, two things while everybody's here. If you're running a built motor or open type motor, remember you have to run the RPM restrictor plate part number 1480. Please reach out. RPM has them in stock. I believe Jimmy Renfro has them in stock. I have a couple at the racetrack. Please be prepared to have the restrictor plate on the motor.
Cue the comment section for the built motor guys. Cue the comment section for the built motor guys.
I did get confirmation from Hoosier today. So as of right now, all the teams will be able to buy 4 tires. Ooh. That's our plan, unless something happens with shipping between now and Friday. But we should be in good shape. So
I'm stealing some tires then, Mike, because I don't have any left.
We're going to see a full field of street stocks.
Hey, Mike, just so the guys know, right? So if the shipment doesn't show up, is there a plan for 1 tire, no tires, 2 tires? Pending the shipment doesn't show up.
If for some reason shipping gets backed up, I'll figure something out.
Gotcha.
I mean, we definitely have enough to do 1 tire with what I have in the barn. Probably have enough to do 2 tires with what we have.
How many do you need if the shipment doesn't show up? I might have some left over.
I would need probably 25 or 30 right sides.
Yeah, okay, I don't think I don't
Maybe.
know if I can do that.
I mean, I'd have to count but I figure it out. But I talked to Hoosier today, and my shipment was leaving Indiana today. So
good.
Perfect. You'll be fine.
When it leaves on Monday, I usually have it on anywhere from Wednesday afternoon till Friday morning. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be in good shape. So
that's a truck rolling down the highway ready to get hijacked by a bunch of hardcore
racers. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's like
you ever see Fast and Furious when they're trying to hijack the TVs?
That's
it's exactly what it is.
Me melted in my Ram.
Tires.
Yeah, and we plan on running late model sportsmen on Sunday as well. A lot of that's going to depend on tires. I got to see how our tires go this week. So we'll make that decision Friday. As of right now, they are 100% on the schedule for Sunday. But if it gets to the point where tires are going to be a major issue on Sunday, they'll probably have the day off. But we'll cross that bridge on Friday when I know exactly where we're going to stand on late model sportsman tires. Also, we got Nelcar Legends and the Bandoleros and 6-shooters in our non-point race for the Pierce Sox. And like Steve and Ben was saying, I had them on the schedule. I didn't think, Ben, that's me. I don't think sometimes I just kind of roll with the punches. And
I know it's okay.
I love you, Mike.
But in years past, you always ran that event on Monday, so I didn't give it any thought. But the deal is, we work together. We'll just make it a non-point race, so the guys that are racing for points at both racetracks, they can go do, they can still go do that, and it's not going to affect them at all. So it'll work fine for both of us.
I think it's kind of cool that you got guys from Claremont that are willing to make the 2 hour drive
2 hours, yeah,
from Claremont to Hudson.
Yeah,
and that's pretty cool.
And they bring it up to me, and I said I'd bring it up. And Mike, that's awesome. We appreciate you. And you know what? We owe you a favor back for doing that and helping us out. It's the way it works.
It's not about owing each other favors. It's about doing the right thing and just doing it the right way and trying to keep the racers keeping the racers racing. I mean, that's what we have to do.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah. So
what else?
Sunday is rolling up to be a good show as well. I'm excited because I get to get back to Claremont. I was talking to Artie Grenier at Lee, and he was so mad that I didn't visit the concession stand. And
he is freaking out about the
he spotted me.
Oh my God, he's going nuts.
He found me and came up to talk to me about it. He's like, "Listen, I don't know. if you were joking, why didn't you come see me? He's like, I've perfected my steak and cheese. So he wanted me to tell everybody that if you're in the pits and you've had a steak and cheese at the pits at Claremont Motorsports Park, you need to go up and try his, because he says he's a better cook than his wife.
Oh boy.
His exact
Oh, boy.
words he told me, and he said, make sure you try a steak and cheese up in the general admission grandstands.
Pizza
Have you
logs.
tried the fried pickles yet?
I haven't, but he told me they're actual spears. They're like, instead
Yeah.
of the chips,
Really?
they're
Really?
pickle
Wow.
spears.
Dude, no. I tried
that's
those
a fried
pizza
pickle.
log things you guys have. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I'm coming up
Yeah.
Friday.
I'm too cheap to buy a pizza oven, so I found pizza logs. It works just as good. So
Oh my god, so good.
He was really serious about that. So he said, check it out. Yeah, they got because he said they just unleashed the pickle. So I'm excited to try. The only
whole
thing he's
spear.
missing.
How good is that? A whole spear.
I know.
I'm gonna have to
That's
try
awesome.
that.
I'm gonna have to
Coming
try
up
it too.
Friday.
He's so excited. I'm bouncing off the mic here. Let's get.
I know. I've never had Kona Ice, but you do have Kona Ice up in the Midway this year as well, don't you?
yes. Yep.
Kids love the Kona Ice. You got to.
You can't beat that. You guys are getting everything. up
Also
in
too,
there.
Mike, I'm telling you right now.
I know
you
ice
need-
cream.
Ice cream. I am telling you,
know.
my ice cream trailer is sold out of everything.
that
They
was
sold out of
crazy. It's so good.
everything. I have a trailer for you. Just let me know when you want to pay me the money for it.
Pay me the money. That's Ben's favorite saying. Pay me the money.
Hey, my tenants hear it all the time. So you're
And I'm one of the tenants. So yeah, I
Yeah, I
hear
know,
it all
that's
the time.
why.
Pay me the money.
So
Mr. Brown, are we going to see you on Sunday?
I don't believe so. No, I don't. I don't believe so. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's kind of on the God's a coward list.
No,
he,
we're
he
hoping
should,
to
he
get the
should be
shit-
doing it, but he's got a perfectly good car
the
sitting there.
360.
We're
Out
gonna.
of the top three last week, two of the top three cars were 360 cars. You
I
come over,
know.
you
I know.
might
We
be
get-
able to have, bring all those in the top three. So
And I did promise Cody that we'd make that trek up there at some, and we will. I think right now, the one we're eyeing out for you guys, I know is going to be the Joe Tatro Memorial Race.
Joe
That- that-
Tatro, yep,
yeah,
first
that's a
down,
good show.
yep.
I was hoping to
Yep.
get some shakedown laps this week, but it doesn't look like we might try to find a place to scramble to get some laps, just make sure the thing doesn't fall apart. Because I did put it together.
There's only so many hours
so
in the day.
there
If you're
is
running your
that.
business, there's only so many hours in the
That's
day.
the problem. It's so busy, short on help. It's terrible. But
Well,
we-
with all
Like
the free
everywhere.
gravel you're giving away with the original
Exactly.
wheelman,
Yeah,
stickers, I don't know how you have even time for even racing.
it's tough to keep the people.
the
happy.
I did see online today as well that your buddy Nate has got that Boyd Tech car now. So and he might be bringing that out this weekend, which I'm super excited to see because I know that car and that car is great.
Yeah, I talked to him today. A lot of it's going to depend on the tire situation because he has no tires. But if I'm not in a position where I can sell him 4 tires or 3 tires, he's going to wait until the tire situation is where he can put the right tires on the car. Hopefully, it works out this week where we can make it happen for him. So.
Oh, that's Weber's old car. So
Oh, that one.
that's
Okay,
Weber's
yeah.
Boyd Tech car that they
Yeah. The one that you ran down at New Smyrna,
and
right?
won.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they took the win away.
Yeah,
But That's a different story. We have another question. We have a question for you. Kenny Scott wants to know, what is the restrictor plate rule at Claremont? Which I already know you already said it, but let's go ahead and repeat it again for people. And they want to know where the restrictor plate goes, which I think they're toying with us now.
Yeah, so it goes underneath the carburetor. It's an RPM. The part number is 1480. Jimmy Renfro usually has them. RPM in Georgia, Vermont has them. I have 2 or 3 in my tech shed that are available as well.
Excellent. So you will have them. Renfro's got them.
But that's
Guys,
for a built motor, correct?
Listen, guys, it's your responsibility to have them when you come.
Now, like Ben just said, that's for the
a
built
built
motors. That's
motor,
not
not the
for a
That's
crate.
for the built motors. That's for the built
Okay.
motors.
For the
Yes.
crate motors, you get 50 pounds off for having a
For
original.
they're having a wheelman sticker. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Just make sure we know.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Has he given you any wheelman stuff for? Have you paid?
No, we were going to
Claremont,
do
let's
that.
talk about that.
We were going to put it in our souvenir booth along with
just gonna say-
our other stuff, but we'll get it. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll get it. Mike and I were supposed to get together and make.
Trust
that
me,
happen.
I've been trying to get him to do that stuff at my place, and he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
He rolls in here like 6 minutes before the show
do.
starts.
Yeah,
but
it's-
brings
he comes in with pizza.
That's why we let
I do
him come
bring
back
pizza.
every week. He brings pizza every
Filled
week.
me up.
So.
So
Anything else you want
Yeah,
to talk
our
about
weekly-
real quick?
our weekly stuff, and I think Ben's in the same spot. Let's talk about our car count between Hudson and Claremont a little bit.
Fantastic.
Ben, your street stock count is really, really good. I got a chance to go to the opener, and was there like 20, 22 cars Steve,
Yeah, it's him.
yeah.
Trust me,
Yeah.
him. Don't look at me. Trust me. I've been running the place forever.
Yeah, we got
since
great
he's full
street stock.
time. The car count's have been better. So whatever he's doing good.
I mean, and we're
I
in the same
appreciate that.
boat. Our average car count for the street stocks for actually cars starting in the feature. Toby is a complete analytics freak, so he sends me this stuff and it blows my mind, and I can't even figure it out half the time. But it's 19.75 is the average of people starting the feature in our street stock class this year.
Yeah. We're up there too. I don't know if we're at 19.
No, I think we're probably at like 15 or 16.
I don't know.
No, because we had that one that was only 12 cars.
That was that rain week.
We had 22 the first week, 12, and then it was 17.
Yeah.
So
So,
if you
yeah,
count-
Ben,
that's
where
probably-
were we last year? I mean, that's what I look at.
last year we
Last year
growing,
we were probably we were growing, but not as
I think you were
not as
strong-
good as coming out the gate like this.
Stronger towards
It's
end of the
awesome.
season. End of the season, you guys were stronger. Started a little slow, and
Yeah.
it built. I feel like from the Mighty Mike show on, it kind of built up there.
Well, I'll tell you, last year we had my class that we had a good amount of cars last year, and it was the best racing division I could ever remember myself. And it is growing, Mike, and we need to get together and maybe do something.
Yeah, even our late model sportsman class at Claremont. Last year we were putting on events with 8 or 9 cars. I mean, that's not ideal. We all know that. We do
I have
it,
6.
but it's not ideal. But this year we're having anywhere from 11 to 13. One night we had 14. So as long as, and I credit our whole group by not going crazy and changing the freaking rules all the time. If we just stay status quo, it will all eventually come full circle.
Prime example, look at Thunder Road. Their rules haven't changed in years, and their car counts are outrageous.
That's exactly right.
So
That's exactly
if we
right.
follow that same mentality and that same motto, I mean, it's not going to, one guy go, oh, yeah, hold on, I could build that car to this. The rules haven't changed in 10 years.
Yeah.
So
I
it'd
mean,
be perfect.
we all know that there's times you have to make a rule change.
Small
But
tweaks.
there has to be a reason for it. We can't just make a change for the fact of making a change.
No.
It's
You
ridiculous.
make small tweaks on stuff, not giant ones, but like I said, this is still a growing
my
process
soapbox.
too.
Yeah.
We need a little bit of help with our late model sportsman count. And, if you guys are out there and racing and you got some questions, if there's something I can do to help you, to get you on down or whatever, reach out.
Parks will give you an extra tire if you show up to Hudson.
Yeah,
Hey! I'll
tire.
just send the
Sweet,
bill to
that's
his
a
house
deal.
properties.
Mike didn't know how much this.
Hey, Grand State Pro Stocks, they're gonna fund the late model division here at Hudson.
Yeah, there we go. Sweet.
And I'll tell you, that's one of my favorite divisions too. So I'm looking forward to seeing some growth. And Mike, I've noticed that your car counts have picked up with those this past year. I know right now the guys are trying to, it's need to grow here with Hudson the last week. So hopefully that keeps heading in the right direction. But that's one of my favorite divisions.
On the pro stock side, I made a huge mistake last year, and I take 100% responsibility for it. I booked way too many races. I felt that we were ready to have a 16 race schedule, and goddamn, I had never been so wrong in my life. So this year we backed it down. We have a 9 race schedule. And thus far, out of the 3 races, I mean, over the last 3 or 4 years, we'd have 3 or 4 guys that raced all the races. Okay, over the first 3 races, I got to look, but I think we've had 10 guys race all of the events thus far. So I think sometimes less is better, and
I agree.
hopefully we can continue to build that program. None of us on the pro stock side, none of us do it for the money. Ben, you know that. Anybody in racing, we all know that. None of us do it for the money.
I do.
Yeah.
just be a little,
Kevin does to spend all that
someone
money and
does.
watch it sitting in his garage because
That's
his
it.
car never graces a racetrack.
But I got to do some more work to get the purse structure up a little bit more. Not a lot. If I got to figure out a way to get the purses up, total purse, so it's like around 15. Right now we're at 12.5, so another 2,500. That would get all our races to pay 3,000 to win and like 3 or 350 to take the green. The hard part now is the tires, like in all of us. I mean, they keep going up, and right now my pro stock tires are $184 a piece.
Wow. Jeez.
And June 1st, as far as I know, I'm about 95% sure they're going to take another 10% hike. So they're going to be $200 a piece. You know,
So
this
tough
summer.
on the races nowadays.
Yeah, it sucks.
I feel so bad, and but you're right. We got to figure out a way
Yeah.
to get the purse up. And
Real quick, can I get Katie Buxton to answer Kenny Scott in chat because I can't direct message him. We've talked about the restrictor plate 3 times, so I don't. Can somebody just message
I
him?
think Kenny has a crate motor anyways, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
so
Yeah,
somebody
he does
message,
have. Yeah, Kenny, he
all
does
right, so
have
somebody
a great
message
moment,
him
doesn't
just so he
Yeah.
gets it because
Kenny,
he's not hearing us.
Just put a restrictor plate in the crate motor. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Kenny's probably just giving a hard time. He loves to do that.
he? You know,
I'm
I
just
keep talking.
making sure because we've answered it a couple times. So
I keep
real-
talking to some of the guys that race at Hudson, you know, because they bust my stones about the restrictor plate and all that stuff.
You're welcome.
You know, which is fine. But damn, I love Justin Beecher to death. He's a great
That's why I was
dude.
gonna say,
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Yeah. No,
I'm
he comes to
telling
me.
you.
He
Yeah,
comes to
I
me and I
keep
go, I
telling
don't
him.
run Claremont. Talk to Parks.
Yeah,
That's
I keep
him,
telling
not
him,
me.
Dude, put the plate on at Hudson. It will help you. You will go faster. I am going to go down
I don't
there.
know. That his car at Hudson is like on rails. It's scary.
I'm that guy. You're the man, Justin.
He will go faster on those hot 80-degree, 90-degree
Nah,
Sunday
you just keep putting that
afternoons when
500
there's
horsepower down,
grip
Justin.
on that place. He will absolutely go faster.
Justin, you keep putting that 500 horsepower down. Burn those things up.
Well, maybe on a slow day we can make that happen. Have him put it on and see if he can go faster
that's
around there.
gonna go, that's gonna go real over like
I'll
a
tell you,
fart in
if
church.
Justin put a crate motor in that car, I think he'd be pleasantly surprised. And he'd get to lose 150 pounds. I think he'd be pleasantly surprised.
Listen, I was one of the last guys on our Pro Stock series to go away from the built motor, and I fought it just like Justin. I fought it and I fought it and I fought it, and we put the crate motor in. And my exact words: "You are the dumbest person on the face of the earth. You should have done this 3 years ago."
So I'll tell you, as a street stalker, and I got a crate engine. I'm a bottle cap 602 guy. I'm still the anti restrictor plate. I know it's, I know why, I know the purpose behind it, but as me, I'm over here. David's a good example. As David went to the your show at the end of the year last year, your fall foliage, he switched from the built to the crate and gained a 10th. So I'm a guy. I feel like that there's the only place I think a built motor could help you with some passing, coming off the corners, trying to get underneath someone up at your track. Everywhere else, I don't really feel like there's much advantage to the built.
That's the deal, because at Hudson and Monadnock, they don't have to run the plate.
But with
So
that
at
being
Claremont,
said, I still feel like if you gave me Jimmy Renfrew's 6,000 horsepower engine and my crate motor, I'd still take my crate motor at your track. I'm a 602 guy. I think it's great.
Yeah.
And Justin, get on the train, buddy.
And
Come
I
on,
got to the point, and one of the reasons I fought pretty hard this winter about it, and Ben knows and Steve knows. I mean, we went back and forth, all kinds of stuff, But I had teams that were going to take their 602s out and spend the $12,000 or $14,000 to build motors because they felt that's what they had to do. And I couldn't let that happen.
Tell them to look at Victory Lane every Friday night at your track.
Well, now, last year
Steve's
David
holding the
didn't have
flag.
that.
He has. Last year was the only year.
Well, look at
Right.
The year before he did. The year before he had a 602. This year he's got a 602.
Right.
The results the same.
Well, look
Yes.
at Chuck Daney at Hudson. He has a crate motor. He won yesterday,
What's he-
and he's been in the top 3 all season.
He's been a rocket this year. He's doing well.
He's been doing real well.
And we've had a built motor win this year up there as well. Hey, Robert won.
That's right. Yeah, he's gonna
with the plate. So
Yep.
that's
Good for him.
you gotta. Claremont's different. You're not gonna go there once or twice and get the place all figured out. It's just like the guys go to Hudson. They're not going to go there once or twice, or go to Monadnock once or twice and hit it right out of the park. You got to, at Claremont especially, you got to come get your ass kicked a couple times and figure the place out. I mean,
That
that's
track is just weird anyway.
We don't go anywhere to get our ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, but when Jimmy came over the first couple times, he got his ass kicked, but he did. But then he figured it out, and now when he comes, he goes well. He goes really well. Milton was talking to me about the plate. I said, Milt.
He's been commenting in chat about
Look,
the
don't listen to Milton Renfrew, okay?
I said, dude, you came to the opener. You started 14th. The race was 25 laps. You went green to checker and you finished 7th. What do you want?
6 more
I mean-
spots.
Well, I get it, but when the race goes green to checker and you get strung out, that's what happens.
That's racing, man.
That's just the way it is.
Next time, launch the car in front of you and get that caution.
And the other thing to touch on what Mike was saying there, Milton doesn't have, no offense, Milt, but he doesn't have the experience at Claremont, So, and as Mike said, it's a fantastic track. I've only raced it twice in my life, and I've had a blast every time. With that being said, there's a learning curve there to go there and try to
not picking on Milton at all. He's a great kid.
You can pick on him. He's kind of a jerk.
Fine.
It's okay.
He's fine.
Yeah, but he every time he comes, he goes better every single time.
He does.
He gets a little better and a little better and a little better each time.
It takes time.
Yep.
One of the things I want to touch back on when we talked about street stocks and talking about keeping the rules the same, I'm really big in looking at lap times and stuff like that. If you pull up the street stocks from Claremont Motorsports Park from 3 years ago and look at the lap times from there to now, what I like about the rules not changing are people are redefining these cars and getting them to run smoother, faster, quicker. They're figuring these rules out and then making these cars run better instead of, oh, let me just throw a different part on it. Oh, the rules changed. I can do this. They're actually using their head and doing their homework and figuring it out because these street stocks are fast, really fast at Claremont.
And the one rule we did change in the street stocks was the angle of the trailing arms for the metric cars. And I swear I've had more guys say thank you for that because now they are just as competitive as a Camaro.
That's right.
Look at Robbie over at Hudson. He's
He's been in top five also.
Chuck Daney's leading the points, I bet now.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
Daney is leading tonight. Street is second.
Yeah.
And listen, Chuck, I love you, but he's no spring chicken. He's holding his own down there in his 60s.
Let's not be picking on the older guys.
No,
here.
I'm giving him credit, Mike. I'm giving him credit.
Okay,
I think he's doing fantastic. He is. Yeah, he's a fountain of youth behind the wheel of that thing. You would never know, but he's got a lot of laps under his belt, especially there, and he's got a really good hot rod that those guys have dialed in. And like you said, you got the metric, you got the crate motor. Probably we'll call it defying odds because everybody feels like that the Built and the Camaros are the way to go, but Chuck's out there showing them that's not the case.
I love it when it's the monkeys.
I have a philosophy on that. Good race teams win races. It's not going to make any difference if they got a metric car, if they got a Camaro. If they work on their shit, they're going to win races.
Absolutely,
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. The monkey see, monkey do. Everyone's like, oh, got to go this, got to go that, and then everybody follows suit. But then you get the guys. You get look at that car that like we were just saying that Streeter's sharing with Joe Tatro.
Oh, yeah.
That car is consistent every single week. They still stuck their own.
And that's a stock metric frame car.
Yeah,
that
what's car is ridiculous.
That's the crazy thing
That's
too.
insane.
Those two tracks are so different too. So for those guys that bring that track from Friday night from Claremont, very different than Hudson, and to get that car so dialed in with they're both of them are competitively running up front at both tracks. So good for them. That's
Absolutely. They both do really well.
They do.
Awesome, Mike. Your Granite State Pro Stocks. You want to touch on that real quick too, because they were at Lee USA Speedway.
We had a great race at Lee.
It was phenomenal.
I couldn't be happier with that. The guys did a really good job. So I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen because of that race. We're teaming up with JDV again at Monadnock as a running with a Whalen Modified Tour. So we'll see where it all goes in the future, but there's definitely some possibilities for us with them in the future. So we'll just keep plugging away at it. We bring 18 to 22 to 24 cars, and then it works for everybody. So that's what we got to work hard on doing. And same thing there. I mean, we haven't changed our rules in that deal for 10 years. So I mean, the rules package is a rules package, and we don't change shit for just because. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So.
Yeah, so just so real quick, we got the Granite State Pro Stock Series. Joey Dwyron, 73, finished first. Brian Kruzak finished second in the 19, and Brandon Barker third in the 32. They put on a great show. I was sitting there watching it right in where they come off the track, so that's kind of where I hung out for the Pro Stock race, and that's an awesome angle when watching them come off that corner at Lee. Like, I fell in love with Lee. Lee might be my new favorite track. Sorry, guys.
I mean,
place is awesome.
We always do fairly well at the coast at Star, Lee, and Hudson. We always do well down there. And then we got the big race, the $10,000 windshield coming up in Lee Loudon weekend, July 15th. You know, we got a couple Cup guys racing the event.
Who are the Cup guys?
Corey LaJoy and oh God,
Oh God, you had to put him on the spot.
Sorry, Mike.
I'm having a
Is it Reddick?
complete yes, yeah, Tyler Reddick.
Tyler
Yeah.
Reddick. That's what I thought.
Okay, I was looking it up. I thought it was Reddick.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
that's a good show. That's
they're
good.
They're both going to be in go fast cars, and so yeah, it should be pretty good. And
Do we know
and,
what cars they're in?
Yes.
Yeah, the Go Fast. Is that what you said? Go Fast racing cars, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought he was just saying go fast, as in like they're
No.
they're fast cars.
Mine is Go Slow.
go slow
Yeah.
Go
cars.
Slow cars.
You know.
All right, so yeah, that's
that should be
awesome, Mike.
good.
I'm excited. We're gonna
And
go
then-
ahead and let you go and move on. I got to get the Monadnock results in and the
Okay.
Hudson results and stuff
All right.
as well. But
And-
Mike,
thanks
nice
for
seeing
coming
you
guys.
on. Have a
All
good
right,
one, guys.
hey Ben, after you get done on Sunday, just hop in your car and come to Claremont. You can catch the feature for the street stocks.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All right, guys, take care. Thank
Take
you.
care, Mike.
See you later,
Yeah.
Mike.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, yeah, that was
Hey, real quick, I saw George Helliwell said I'm drinking a White Claw on his. First of all, George,
I meant to have
I
you.
thought this was a coaster, but apparently it's not. And this is a
No.
Bang energy drink.
the white. I missed that.
Black
Yeah,
cherry vanilla. How is that?
It's
He
delicious.
said,
Really?
"Stop making his sticker look worse than it is."
It's not a White Claw. It's a Bang energy drink.
Oh my god.
I know.
So real quick, we'll go ahead and hit the winners at Lee USA Speedway. Starting off with the pure stocks, we had the 3R of Kyle Robinson Newell, followed by the 30X of Noah McGrath and Justin Fafford. I'm not looking ahead anymore. The 6 shooters, Adam Knowles, followed by Gary Grenier and Thomas Horton. The rich runners is David Cameron, John Provost, and Justin Galoo. Is that how you say that?
Gayu.
Gayu, there we go.
Like Caillou, but with a G.
Yeah.
Street stocks, we have Jimmy Duran coming in first, followed by Milton Renfrew Jr. and the 0 of Paul Palin.
Good job, Paul.
Moving on to NEMA, we had Randy Cabral coming in first, and Alan Chambers and Avery Stower coming in third. Congratulations, guys, on your victory lanes. That was, like I said, I got my first taste of Lee, and people asking me, because I think we have people check in and out of the show. I love Lee.
So the one thing you didn't get to experience, which I think we all have, was they used to have the bridge that went
Yes.
over where you exit, where the cars come off the track.
That bridge was kind of sketchy though. After
It
a
was
while.
sketchy, but that's why I loved it. I always thought it
was
could fall
different.
off, but it was a great view of the track when you were up there. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I
so-
used to always try to hang out
So
there.
you know, like right with the concrete,
Yeah.
here's where you go. You can see the pits are on your right and the track's on your left.
Yes.
They got the 2 guys there. There used to be a bridge that went way up, so the cars would drive underneath the bridge and
Oh.
everything, so it would just constantly go. But after a while, you could feel that thing going side to side. It's like, ooh, this is gonna fall.
That's
one
why I
day.
liked it.
It was different. It was cool.
So that was my question, because it was funny, because Wheelan, when they were there, they had a guy with a whistle. He would go, "Meep," and it'd stop everybody, and then the modified would come through at like Mach 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, they didn't even slow down, because the mods are right there when you come off the pits.
You got to go for an ISMA race. Those guys
can't
come
wait.
in like a street stock at full throttle. You kidding me? They're flying.
The NEMA lights at Lee that day were phenomenal.
Oh, they hauled.
Those things
those
were
go good.
so fast. I couldn't even believe how amazing my time was there.
I drove an EMA light before.
Did you wreck it?
No, I didn't.
You ran it at
surprisingly.
Hudson.
I ran it at Hudson. That was the most adrenaline junkie thing I've ever done. I
You
mean,
didn't wreck
literally.
it? You didn't wreck that thing?
No, surprisingly, I
Yeah,
did. I was
that's-
actually kind of calm on it.
Christmas
I
miracle.
Drive.
Wow.
I do want to. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to roll into day 1 of Lee. So we're going to go with their winners real quick. So we have the pure. Did I just do the?
You just did that.
I just did Lee. Sorry about that.
You are getting old.
I wanted to go to day 2. I meant. Hold on.
Are you
There's
50?
a lot of
it's
stuff
day
going on
number
here.
2.
Mark doing Mark's things over here. So Gordon Farnham, mini stock battle for the belt, champion of round 1, I guess. He got himself a kick butt trophy. Not only that one with a glove, but he also got one that is basically a Kentucky Derby clone trophy as well. So he got 2.
Oh, really? They gave out 2?
He got
that's
2.
cool.
You can kind of see it right there. That thing was awesome as well.
That's cool.
So just go through the rest of the results for the mini stock. So Mike Viennes was second and Emerson Kerr in third. The NEMA Lights, we had the 53 of Dylan Croto, Jake Trainer, followed by Mike Persiglio. I'm not even going to, say that I said that right. I'm sorry, guys. I butchered names. Pro 4 Mod, you had the 62 of M of Les Rose, followed by Doug Venner and Braden Messervy. The Granite State Pro Stocks we just covered, and the Wheel and Mods, Doug Colby, or if you are a Woody Pit Cat, Doug Colby, coming in first, followed by John McKennedy and Matt Hirschman. So that mod race was pretty awesome. I got to say. So
hats off to John because he had to. There was 2 laps to go. They had a restart. You got Matt Hirschman starting inside the row behind you. For him to hold him off for that second spot, that's a challenge and a half. Matt's one of the, in my
Matt
eyes,
was checked out for the first half of that race.
Matt is probably the number 1 wheelman on the eastern side of the Mississippi in my eyes. That guy can drive
absolutely
anything. He could drive a moped to victory lane. But that was good job by John. I mean, John's a heck of a wheelman too. But that's a tough challenge. You got Kobe on your inside and Hirschman right behind him. That's a challenge. Good job.
I felt like Hirschman didn't play his tires right or something like that. Just didn't work out in his favor. But McKennedy, he's always, no matter
he
where
went the
you
next
go.
day and won a big money race. So he wanted to race the next day in the red
Matt?
car. Yeah, Hirschman did.
Matt wins. I mean, Matt is unbelievable.
Money.
I seen Hirschman at New Smyrna, man.
I don't know. Did we ever touch on him winning that SRX? I don't think there's a more deserving guy that should.
No.
He got that. He got
that ride. Yeah.
Nobody. I don't think there's a guy over here that deserves that thing. He is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he's going to be awesome in that thing. I look forward to that.
Joe said JVD did winners trophies for all the winners, and then Lee did the set for the top 3. So that is cool.
Oh, that's
JVD
cool.
stepped
That's
up.
cool.
They did some really cool trophies.
We gotta get an SRX to Hudson.
Oh my God, how cool would that be?
That would be phenomenal.
Come on, Ben.
Just lay it out there, buddy.
Yeah. Let me just whip out $100,000.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I could just imagine how much money that would cost.
I think it's actually more than that.
Oh, I know it is. I estimated low because I know it would be.
Buy low, sell high.
Well, no, because I know Whalen would probably be about that to have him at Hudson.
Yeah. Oh.
And I
Once we get parking.
Even at parking, that's
Please.
gonna be tough.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
Actually,
there's
you know
gonna be
what?
no parking
You know what?
available in Hudson. Period.
Oh,
Yeah.
if we get parking, I don't know. Try.
You just realize how big our pits are.
I know.
They're tiny.
You could probably have.
We can make it work. If we have to cut out that X, we can put some more spots in there.
I've actually thought about this in my
Come on,
head.
Ben.
So
I'm done.
What about if you just have 2 or 3, like 2 divisions? If you do like tri-track and like I don't know, like a late.
But you know what though? If we had more parking, we could extend our pits because we have a little more.
That's what I was just
Sorry,
gonna say.
Ben.
I've already in my head
I
thought
got
out.
ideas for Hudson,
You
guys.
put the
Put it
pits
this
all
way.
the way to the road.
I have ran through every possible scenario for Hudson on how I can make it bigger and all that other stuff. But the only problem is that if I start making the footprint bigger, there is more red tape I got to go through with the town and everything
Yeah.
else. So
I
it's
know.
kind of like where does it end?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I could keep doing all this, but the only problem is
If you could get that field across the street from the main grandstands, that would be phenomenal.
No, see, okay, so that's never going to happen because the way that field is, each house back there has 40 feet of road frontage.
Oh boy.
And it's weird. It goes from 40 feet down to 10, and then it's like an S that goes right to each house. It's very weird how they got away with that, but that's a whole nother
Hudson's
story.
odd, but it's great. We love Hudson.
I love Hudson.
Real quick, going to roll into the winners from Monadnock Speedway as well. So we have the Young Guns, Zachary Zielinski, followed by Dominic Stafford and Colton Martin in the Young Guns. Oop, and pulled the wrong thing off there. Sorry, guys. The Pure Stocks, Kyle Robinson Newell first, J.D. Stockwell second, followed by Chris Davis. The 6 shooters, we had Joseph Frazier, followed by John Voorhees and Steve Miller. Street Stocks, we had Kenny Thompson. Good to see that car back in Victory Lane. See, look there, right there, metric car, Victory Lane.
Metric cars do well out there.
Timothy Wenzel and Keith Johnson coming in third. Late model sportsman, we had Cole Littlewood, followed by Chase Curtis and Jared Curtis. The modifieds, we have the 11X of Tyler Leary, followed by Ben Byrne and Nathan Wenzel. Congratulations, guys, on your Victory Lane. Something I never got to experience in the whole time I raced.
I
not missing
enjoyed it like 3 times my entire life. So
I just would drive by it saying, one day.
I'll get there.
I get about 40 or 50 of them or so, but that was about 70 years ago.
Sorry, that was Steve Miller Jr.
Bite me.
Steve Miller Jr. was on that, not just Steve Miller. Sorry, it just said Steve Miller in the list that I pulled. So
That's all right. Nobody's going to hold you to it.
somebody just did in chat. So that's
Really?
that's why I just commented on it. So Oh, all right. So Hudson Speedway, what do you guys have going on? I don't even have to read the list. I have Hudson right here in studio.
You don't ask me for the top 3. You got to pull that up because I wasn't watching much of that.
I
was
have the
dealing with other
results.
things.
I want to know what you
Awesome.
have coming up.
Oh.
So let's talk about Sunday first.
He's gonna have to answer that one because he does the
Sunday,
scheduling
Sunday
now.
we got the classic. Well, you got classic lights.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
no,
mean,
no,
no,
what are-
New
what are
England
classic
dwarf guys. I'm
lights?
so
New
sorry.
England Dwarf Car
Seriously?
Series.
I know. I'm worried
Seriously,
now.
Steve? Oh,
I screwed that one up. Oops.
How much of a weight break do the dwarf cars get?
Kevin,
they only get 25. They're little cars. They only get 25. Yeah, little cars.
You know the funny thing is, someone actually rolled over my scales at Riverside, and it's and this is how much you corrupted me. I go, hey, give him 25, give him 50 pounds off. He's got an inside NHSTRA sticker. The guy looks at me and goes, seriously? I'm like, no.
Oh my God.
That's awesome. See, look, I'm actually getting track owners involved, and they're promoting this. So just hang in there, guys. We'll get
Gotta
it.
get the
50
general
pounds
managers
off.
though.
Yeah, forget about him. Forget about him.
All right, so it looks like you also have the mini stocks, the Ridge Runners, 6 shooters, pure stocks, and this is the one I didn't mean to gloss over those fast, but this one I want to know about. What is the New England Showdown one-on-one drags?
What that is we try to make a special event. We get a lot of guys from Maine, Seacon come on down, and
New York.
in New York. Yes, yes. Charlie comes all the way from New York.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you, when these guys come in and we get the whole group down there, and guys, I want you to come on down this week. If you got a one-on-one drag car, bring it down. No contact.
And
You
these
want
aren't
clean
regular
racing.
cars either. These guys, they're insane.
Yep.
Charlie's got a S10 Blazer with a Corvette engine in it.
That's
An
awesome.
LS7, and it's like insane.
How cool is that?
Dude, it's nuts.
So what I'm doing with that is I'm giving like points to the top 5. They kind of I copy it off of another one. We're doing 5 rounds, I believe it is, or 4, something like that.
Is this round 1?
This is round 1.
Nice.
So I got to get out a post though and make sure we get our people down. They've been pushing it and got some people pushing it, and I'm gonna put $100 up to the winner. starting off with that.
I'll put another 100 up to it.
So there we go. We're up
I'll
to
put
200.
an inside NHSTRA sticker up for the winner.
200 and an inside NHSTRA sticker. Sweet.
Come on, Kevin.
All
Throw
right, come on,
something
Kevin.
in.
An original wheelman.
We'll throw an original Wheelman T-shirt out.
Oh,
All right.
and a
Oh,
t-shirt.
there we
All
go.
Look
right.
at that.
Take your
So-
pick. Just give me some info from them so we can get it to them.
Absolutely, will do.
good to me.
Actually, I got to keep track of who won, so we're gonna just do a little points thing, have a little fun with it, and try something different. You know, sometimes in racing we stick to the same thing, and sometimes I like to throw the mix in.
I'm going to get to that when we
Okay,
talk about
yeah.
Monday because Monday is like.
Oh, Monday.
Do you remember there was this game for PlayStation 2 called like
Twisted
Day of-
Metal.
No, Day of Destruction or something like
Yes.
that. And that's pretty much what you have on the
Yes.
event schedule for Monday. I am so excited to talk about this.
Yeah, we got some cool things coming up.
Let's just roll right into that.
Yeah,
All right,
okay,
so
go
King
ahead.
of the Hill Enduro round 2, guys. Make sure you have your scores there. Monday Enduro Madness. Katie Buxton said she will hit you with a ruler if you do not bring your scorer.
And Katie, I got some good news for you. Ben doesn't even know this, but I had the clock get ordered for you. Sorry, Ben.
No,
just told you.
I know about it
Oh, you
because
do?
I had to order it.
Oh, okay. I tried to sneak it to Christy. I'm like, we'll
Yeah,
tell him later.
she goes, yeah, Gran wants you to order this. I'm
Oh,
like, all right, fine.
so I was trying to be a little
Ordered,
sneaky.
done.
You're easy. So what are we talking about now? We're going on to
So we have
Monday.
I was just
Monday.
reading some chat.
Oh, okay.
So we have the ladies race. That's all it said on the website.
yeah, it's
so
a ladies' race. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
all
ladies
women,
enduro.
ladies enduro, and let me tell you, some of these ladies can outwheel the guys. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
So that's always fun. You got V8s in that, 4 cylinders, and it's just a ladies' race.
All right, Caveman, are you in for the New England Showdown one-on-one drags? Is that what you're saying? Because you're saying I have $100 from Caveman Racing. So is that
They did a Bumpy's Auto. Thank you guys. You guys
Yeah, you know,
helped
you
out.
guys
gave
are great.
$500
We
bucks.
Bumpy's is
appreciate it.
great. They're always pitching in. Good for
Yep.
them.
They gave $500 to the Steve Krupski race, and and Dennis and Nancy, they gave $500, and so that was awesome. So thanks, guys. So that's another $100, and now we're up to $300 and a bunch of shirts, stickers, and that's awesome. So we're on a good roll here. But
so the ladies race, is that like a 4-cylinder? Is it 6-cylinder?
everything,
it's
4,
whatever.
6, 8.
Are you
Oh
serious?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
Yep. Yep.
And then we have the Pro V8s, which I know are nothing to mess around with those things.
Oh yeah. Those are some beast.
All right, so this next one I need to know.
Okay.
What is a chariot race?
Chariot race.
Oh.
Good, Ben.
All right, so I remember watching videos back in the day of these guys pretty much taking like a 15-foot chain and chaining it to each car. And what they do is that the first
know what these
car,
are.
is the one that's got the powertrain. They're the ones that are driving and all that stuff. And the guy in the back, usually, I don't know, I tell everyone this, don't put a motor in your car, you'll go faster. But what they'll do is that the car's going to be shut off, and what they'll do is that they'll usually run the brakes.
Oh my God, I love this.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I mean, we've been doing it for the past couple of years. It's slowly been growing, but I mean, even if there's only like 2 or 3 teams,
You only need 3 to have fun with this.
I know it's awesome, but I want to get it to this I want to see at least 15 teams.
How long
out
have these
there.
changed?
Well, another thing.
Usually, what are they? 10 feet?
I think-
12 feet?
Yeah, I thought 8 to 10 or something.
I thought maybe
12.
make it 12.
yeah,
make it
yeah,
12.
12 feet. 12
Oh my
feet.
God,
feet,
this
yeah.
is awesome.
You know what? Another thing I seen and I thought would be pretty cool is a train race where they
Oh,
have
oh,
3
God.
cars. I've
Oh, my
seen that.
gosh.
That's pretty cool.
So okay, the
Someday
train
we'll do
race
that.
is wicked sketchy because there's no one in the middle car.
yeah.
Oh my God, are you
There's
serious?
no one in the middle
This
car.
is-
I looked
this
at
is
it.
like-
in.
I'm like,
They
in
locked
love.
the
I wanna
steering
do
wheel to
that.
one way, and there's no one in the middle car. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, that's
boy.
pretty
Let
cool.
me explain something. Once you start spending money on race cars and you go higher, you lose the fun. The fun's down. In the chariot races.
The fun is
spectator
going to be
races.
Hudson
It really
Speedway Monday.
Oh, yeah.
it
This
is.
is
Oh,
This is where the
it's
fun
a
is going to
destruction
be.
day.
I'm not even done. You wait till there's more
Oh,
here.
yeah. I loaded it.
Flagpole race, which we all know what it is,
Yeah, we
which
don't
is
know what the
great.
flagpole race is.
Yep.
What's the reverse race?
Okay, did you make that one up or was it me?
That was you that made
That's
that up.
me?
I'm not going to take
So-
credit for that.
Believe it or not, there's this guy named Danny Gill that would literally drive around the track backwards.
Yes.
And it's not like you're going around the track backwards. You're
drives
literally in reverse going the same way. So it's pretty much you're making left-hand turns, but just backwards. So
Danny Gill,
oh
I'm
my
calling you
God.
out. We
Danny
want you.
Gill would literally annihilate everyone in
Yes.
reverse.
Danny,
So-
we want you.
So we pretty much said, you know what? Why don't we just make a race just for that? And you'd be surprised how many people they find the right cars with the right gear ratio in reverse.
And they do awesome.
I think it was a Nissan Maxima that won it last time. I think.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And literally, this is
Chris
bouncing
Hadley
off that
says, I'm
chip.
doing it this year.
Chris Hadley's doing it?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Sweet.
I mean, everybody who's backed up in reverse more than 5 feet and tried to keep that thing in line has
Oh, yeah.
realized that this is not easy. So this is
No.
going to be exciting.
It's awesome.
You got to see me go down my
What-
driveway.
So what can you?
I go down my driveway at about 60. I got a long driveway.
Oh my God, you can end up in the
I am.
ditch
It's
one
awesome.
night. So for the reverse race, what kind of vehicles are allowed?
Anything.
Whatever.
All right, so I just want to make sure we specify anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
And now the black flag race, I know that we have that coming up later in the year, so that is obviously something you guys are
This
breaking
is-
out a little.
This is our trial and error with that.
All right, so let's explain this. So if I remember, I have it here somewhere, but I'm afraid to pull it up because it's an old slide. So.
I got it off the top of my head.
All right, good.
So after everyone comes out, we're going to allow all enduro cars except for the Pro V8s. I just don't need something out there too crazy.
Yep.
So, I might put a cap on it depending on how many, because it could take a little while, but we're going to do 5 laps. Then after 5 laps, every 2 laps, we're going to black flag the last place car until we have 1 car left. And that's how you have your winner. Something different,
I like this.
I like that. That's a good one.
It's, again, I go back to trying something new. If it doesn't work, we won't do it again.
We like to try different things just to,
what it's
'cause
about.
who knows? We might just stumble upon something that maybe other tracks want to do. So
This whole Monday sounds like something I think every track
we
should
always
do.
have fun on this weekend.
What time
so-
does Monday kick off?
Monday kicks off at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, guys. That's been asked in the chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's when the racing
Races
starts.
start
Racing
at
starts.
1.
And then usually pits open at 10.
All right, 10 a.m.
Grandstands at 11. Practice at 12, and then racing at 1.
And if we got enough time, I'd like to try one other thing. If we get time, Ben's like,
God.
Ben's
what's
face
this?
just
this is-
dropped.
Yeah, you just seen that
did.
All right,
musical chairs.
Oh,
musical
yes,
cars.
yes, I've seen that.
You got to take you can't have too many cars, but you put a cone around the track. And
You
the
put
flag-
multiple cones around the
Yes,
track.
multiple cones around the track. You put the yellow lights on. You put the green light on. When the yellow light comes on, you have to get to the nearest cone. Any which way, you got to go.
And it's not like you have to stay on the track either.
I like this.
Yeah.
You can cut
However
across.
you
You
can
can do
get
whatever
to
you
These
want.
cones are going to get
Get
hit,
to
and
the
they're going to be
cone.
all over the place. I love this.
So if that one car that doesn't get to the cone, you're gone, and it's the same thing until you got 1 car left. If we got cars, we got enough time, and which I think we should.
We usually do.
We
How
should
do
be
you
able to
guys
get
come
that.
up with this stuff?
Well,
This is what we think.
you know what the funny thing is? Just watch. Man, I'm not the original idea for a lot of this stuff. I've seen this stuff done down south. They have this thing called a bump race. So what that one is that I want to talk to you about this later on.
Yeah.
But what you do is you line up all the cars in the infield and you space them in a decent amount. And what you do is you pick you chip draw, do whatever for whoever's gonna be the first car out. That first car then gets to choose which car he gets to race. He bumps them, goes out on the track. They do 2 laps. Whoever wins, they keep moving forward. The person that loses gets eliminated, and they just keep picking whoever's
Wow.
the
There's
last.
a lot of people saying camper races.
Oh no!
you
no,
know what?
No, no, I'm
Well,
not doing
That
that.
turns
Okay.
into like this
All
cleanup
right.
mess.
Well, hold on. You could. I maybe might be able to convince him on
Yeah.
Halloween, the last one, because I'll have to go out there and clean it up. But you know what
I
though?
got a car show after that too. Usually,
After October 30th.
I'm pretty sure. I can't.
These guys are hilarious. I like. You should do boat trailer races. I've seen those before.
Well,
those are so much fun.
Yeah, because what's gonna happen? Someone's gonna try and slingshot off at turn 4 and hit it into the pond.
Oh Jesus, no! That's all we need.
Oh my god! Real quick, I got to roll into because we're running up against
Yeah,
the
we're
clock here.
running a little.
I want to go ahead and talk about Hudson winner. So let's roll that right up. Kyle Templeton in the 671 gets it done at the Pure Stocks. Good job, buddy. Followed by Doug Nelson and Caden Fassett. I've heard there was some drama there at the finish, but I don't really know. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
for
there
it.
was a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't see it, or did I? I can't remember.
I didn't, but I know I had to. We moved one competitor down 2 spots and
Okay.
took him out on the last lap move.
Gotcha. So I've seen that, so I was just curious. The 6 shooters, we have the rolling billboard and the 06 Ryan Nelson coming in first.
Weekend at Bernie's right there. Look at
I know. He looks just like Weekend at Bernie's. They're like holding him up
great
there.
picture, Ryan.
Michael Yeaton, followed by Ryan McCarthy. Moving down to the street stocks, Chuck Denny coming in first in the 33W, followed by Bryce Howard and Justin Beecher in P3. Late model sportsman, we have Mark Hudson, followed by Justin Littlewood and Cole Littlewood. The 350 Smack. I love that with the black flag. They said that. Smack, not just a drug, also a division. I was like, that's one of the funniest things that they could have said.
It was an amazing race.
Bobby Timmons, followed by Mike Netishin.
Netishin.
There we
Mike
go,
Netishin.
what they said, and Mark Caprana.
Great run, Bobby. Good job,
Okay,
man.
Matt's trailer. Have you ever seen those ones? I see them on Facebook all the time where it's open in the back and then it's closed in the front.
Oh
You
yeah,
ever see
yeah,
those?
yeah. That's kind of like Connor's, right?
Yeah.
No. This was like it's got like a teardrop to it on the top. So the car drives up. It's open. It's out in the elements, and then in the front of it, it's got like a box that it's shaped to the car, kind of.
Huh.
And you can walk in. It's a fully enclosed trailer inside where the tools are, but the car sits outside.
That's kind of cool.
I see these trailers all over the place. They're a lot of money, but I never seen one up close, and I actually liked it. I liked it a lot.
Gotcha. That sounds cool. I'm gonna have to check that out the next time that they come back around. Are they gonna again next year? Do we know already? Is Steve gonna put them on the schedule 6 times?
Well, what? 350 Smack?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't tell Steve about this, but we had a noise complaint from the town about those guys.
Did we really?
Yeah, we did. They to me, they weren't loud. They weren't. I don't know if it was.
Are you
Oh
serious?
yeah. I think it must have been a new neighbor or something that just didn't like the noise.
You know what? You gotta. That track was there before them.
I know.
Sorry, I'm
but,
getting mad.
hey, you know,
I love people that move like it's
Yeah.
with anything. You
Oh,
move
they
next to
move
a
next to an
farm,
airport or
and then
whatever, and
complain
they-
about
But you
the
know what,
smell
though?
or
You know what though? That's once a year for 30 minutes. Knock it off.
We deal with that with the quarry.
Joe Bassett said they'll be at Lee USA Speedway.
Oh yeah, that's
June
right.
17th.
Yeah, we'll do a blast at the quarry, and then you got a neighbor complaining. Well, the quarry's
That
been there
upset
for
me.
100 years. You know, it's
Yeah.
sorry.
Gotta love.
You know what? You moved around the racetrack. Shame on you. That place was there before you.
Do we have time to go over Ben's Christian Mingle account? See how he's doing over there? No.
I did want to
any-
touch on Derek Griffith though. Where did Derek end up placing fourth?
Fourth.
And what a run that kid
And
had.
That's awesome.
He almost lost it on turn 4, but he made amazing recovery and still kept his spot.
Good for him.
He was a good driver on that one.
He's a good driver in
From
everyone.
what I've heard, he had a blast.
Oh yeah.
He did have a blast.
That was so awesome to watch him. You kind of forget that, you know, it's why I like Derek. When he was on, you see him on TV.
He wants to come back on, by the way.
Anytime you want. That was the most. I love you, Steve. But when we had Derek on, was the most fun I've had in here. We didn't leave here till
yeah.
like
Oh,
1 in
yeah,
the
we were
morning.
here all
Yeah,
night.
we were here.
You
for a
guys,
while.
you guys got me in
How
so
late
much
that was.
trouble that night. Oh my God.
Still disappointed. Justin Beecher's disappointed Steve didn't do the ice cream eating contest.
Yeah, actually, you know what, Justin? It was just so hot with everything going on. Didn't have any time. They wanted me to eat 5 ice creams against the kid. I'm like, 5 ice creams? I'm going to be
do that.
puking on the track.
Against the kid?
Do it.
Against the kid, but 5 ice
do it.
creams?
I know you can.
Yeah, I can. Oh, trust me, I could do it. But on a hot day,
I'll eat
No,
5
that's
ice
a
creams
lot.
Sunday.
Yeah,
that's a
Monday.
lot.
I don't
I'm
care.
sorry. I mean, I would have.
If they wanted to have one of those ice cream frap chugging contests, I'm your guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes. Actually, I don't even know why I get picked for this. I eat fast. This dude smokes. I mean, puts me to shame eating.
Well, we did that beer.
Oh.
We did that beer drinking.
Yeah,
yeah.
he won on that
Yeah,
one.
you
that
smoked him. You
Smoked him on that one.
Yes, we
I don't
did.
drink much, so that's why.
Neither do I.
Katie Buxton
Yeah.
did call us on it. It was the last thing I was going to mention because it's kind of down at the end. The New England Dwarf Car Series, Justin Harris, followed by Dwayne Schofield and George Helliwell.
Blaine, we had 21 cars show up for that.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
to
21
see it.
cars show up for it. Two cars didn't make it in just because they were broken down. But I was thoroughly impressed on how many cars showed up.
That's a great track. For
So
Oh, dude, they fly.
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's scary how fast they go around that track.
Steve Gran wasn't here. Steve, turn around and look over your head. Tell us what's above you.
Oh, George Hill. I seen that. I
Okay.
seen that yesterday.
We have the door for George Helliwell.
You can't really
Up on
see it
there.
up there.
And we have the nice dwarf car number for him, and I believe that's
Yes,
we got a coaster right here.
John's.
We got the George
the
Helliwell
coaster.
coaster.
All right, and a quick
Andrews.
reminder, today's episode was brought to you by Original Wheelman. If you use the code 50 pounds off, that's 50 LBS off, you'll save yourself 15% at checkout. Watching the two
50 off,
faces,
baby.
I swear.
watching the two faces around. All right, so George Helliwell said he got second. So,
You know what's funny? I thought he got second.
yeah, I'm just going off of what was said here.
George.
I'm sorry, it wasn't in order.
George,
apparently.
calm down, George. All right, just calm down.
George is one of my favorite
He is.
people
Dude,
to
he's
talk
awesome.
to at the
They-
track. so.
Those guys are all awesome. George,
yeah.
Dave, Bill.
You want to talk
Looks like
about
they signed the door,
Wayne
too.
Jr.
It looks like.
You want to
did.
talk about a racing family like
Actually-
dedicated to racing? That family is
That-
100%.
That's my appointment tomorrow night. Going over to see Mr.
What I
actually,
should
going
do
over to
one
see
of these
Junior tomorrow
days
night.
is when you two can't come on, I should just have a Helliwell show. Just sit the
should.
three of them
Come on.
down.
have
and just let it
have
go.
Wayne come on. Oh my God,
Wayne Senior.
Wayne Senior. It would be hilarious. You're gonna
He's
have to
a
bleep out a
funny
lot
guy.
of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But, oh man,
Oh, he
it's
is
funny.
funny.
Yeah, you're gonna. He already told me you're gonna need the censor button for him.
Yeah.
Oh, big
Yeah,
time.
big time.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Parks dropped the swear words like 8 times. when
Yeah,
he
I
was
know.
on, so
I
let's
know.
just let him.
Foul mouth.
Parks, we're trying to run a PG
At
show here.
a certain point, it is what it is.
Mike was great. That was good to have him on.
Want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight and listening. Yeah, so somebody George says get a police escort.
You're gonna need one getting in, buddy.
Oh my god!
I think
All right,
my truck already got robbed.
you're the one who told us to stop saying that stuff about the neighborhood.
The neighborhood's not even that bad. I live down the street.
Oh no, it's really bad.
Well,
That's why it's that
get
bad.
a
He
little.
lives down the
Well,
street.
I'm not in the this section, but it is a little tough. But this ain't nothing. It's weak. I used to come from Lowell.
I'll have you hang.
no.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about.
Well, next time I'll bring 5-star pizza in instead of Rocco's.
5-star pizza.
All right, so
7-star.
7-star, whatever it's called.
7-star.
7-star, 5-star.
I don't even. I never ordered from.
no
them.
matter what
I order
track
there all
you
the
choose
time.
this upcoming weekend, you guys have an event for you. I will be at Claremont Motorsports Park on Sunday. I will have the Inside NHSTRA race stickers with me. See if I can meet up with downtown and see if I can get a couple. Do you have any more little small wheelman
I
stickers?
do, yeah. I get them with me. Yeah.
All right. So I'll have some wheelman stickers to give you your 100 pounds, supposedly.
There you go. That's it.
I'll also be, I wasn't going to do anything Monday, but you guys have me in.
All right,
Monday.
We got you.
I-
Trust me, it's fun to watch this.
This just
It
looks like a
is.
day of debauchery that
It
Mark
is.
needs to be at.
It's mainly just like usually at the track we're all kind of like real serious. This is just flat out.
It's
just,
a fun
just
day.
fun. Like hey,
Just a
hey,
fun
well,
day.
whatever, let it go. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all about having fun on that day.
Harmon wants to be at Hudson Sunday, but unfortunately, I am contractually obligated to be at Claremont
Yes, you
Motorsports
are.
Park for the Battle of the Belt Street Stock Race. So I would love to come see you guys at the Dwarf Cars on Sunday, but I can't. And plus, you're only 15 minutes from my house, so it's a quicker trip as well. So, Kevin Brown, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Steve Gran, thanks for being our last-minute stand-in. You're
I'm
always
the backup. Come on
you're
in.
always great there, and
Absolutely.
You're
that
You're
is
our-
always
you're our
great
A1
as
man.
well. You are our A1 backup plan.
Yes,
he's-
absolutely.
He's our number
Hey,
one.
I get the phone call 4 o'clock. Hey, can you get on? Yeah, absolutely. Right down. the street.
Actually, it probably was later than that. I was just like,
Yeah,
I just
it's-
heard Parks doesn't want want to drive down? You want to come in?
I don't, but I don't care. I love doing it with you guys.
So, all right, guys. Thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to you on the next show. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
See you guys.
See you later.